Welcome to Motherhood from the Brain, a podcast guiding moms of preteen girls on how to navigate emotional challenges that are not addressed in school. We share real stories, expert advice, and brain-based methods for handling tough moments. Discover insights to create a deeper connection with your preteen and improve your motherhood journey. Let's tackle the uncharted territory of parenting together. Hosted by professional certified coach, Esther Babazi.
Welcome back to the Motherhood and the Brain podcast, episode number 14. Before I begin, I want to state a small disclaimer. I am not a psychologist or psychiatrist or any other licensed mental health worker. On this podcast, Motherhood and the Brain, I just share what is working for me in my life, what has worked for me in the past, what has improved my well-being, my emotional, physical, and mental well-being, because I know that someone out there is struggling. I'm not alone. Someone out there is struggling, so I just want to share what has worked for me. This is for information purposes only. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about scenario that is most likely known in your own home or that you have been through. When you request your preteen to do something and you are met with aggression or yelling or confrontations or arguments. So imagine this. You ask your preteen to clean their room or clean the bathroom or clean the kitchen or whatever it is that you ask them to do. A seemingly simple request, but instead of compliance, you are met with arguments and raised voices. Now, if you are like me and you were raised in an environment where obedience and respect for authority were highly valued, you might interpret your daughter's aggression or reaction as some form of disrespect. Or you might expect her to just stand up and go do what you asked her to do. You may feel frustrated over her perceived lack of respect for your requests. On the other side, your daughter feels misunderstood and unfairly treated. This is probably what leads to the arguments and the confrontations. And because you're a human being with a human brain, one of your basic instincts is to protect your child, is to keep them safe in this world. So when she does not listen or argues with you about the said task, your protective brain is going to interpret that as a threat. It is going to interpret that as you being a failing mom. You are failing her, she will not thrive in this world. And when you think these thoughts, I'm failing her, she will not thrive in this world, she will grow up without knowing how to do her chores, you are going to feel fear and anger and all those other emotions. But what if, just what if, there is another way to look at this situation? What if your daughter's behavior or lack of actions or lack of behavior has nothing to do with you? What if her behavior or her confrontations or arguments is just her way of establishing her boundaries? Even if we like it or not, okay, our children have boundaries, they have opinions the same way we have, they have their own. They are small human beings with opinions and boundaries and thoughts and emotions and all those things. What if you look at her behavior from another angle? Because the reason that I say this is, instead of acting with aggression on top of her aggression, when you are met with aggression and you act with aggression, your child does not see their own behavior. What they see is you acting chaotic and being crazy, like they say. When she's yelling at you and being confrontational, and you are being confrontational and you're yelling at her, she cannot see her own behavior. What she sees is your own behavior. Just imagine this: you are in a store or a supermarket buying stuff, or outside somewhere, or even in your home. And somebody acts like with aggression towards you, and you stand, you just look at them and you stand, this person will see their own behavior. But if you react to that person with anger and aggression, they will not see their own behavior. They will just look at you as somebody who is crazy. So what if, instead of acting with aggression, you approach her with empathy and compassion? You acknowledge the difficulty at hand and you validate how she feels. When you do so, you take off the pressure on the situation and create understanding. What do I mean by that? When you ask your child to clean their room or clean the kitchen or whatever it is that you ask them to do, and they react with yelling or confrontations or arguments, whatever. What if you said something like, "Hey, listen, I can see this is hard for you. I can see that you don't like cleaning. I don't like cleaning either, if you're like me and you don't like cleaning. I don't like cleaning either. But we cannot live in filth because we don't like cleaning. So it is hard for you, but you are going to go and do it." And then you'll be met with some other sentences. She might say something back, and you just have your own back. We call it having our own back. You just have your own back and say, "I can see this is hard for you. You don't like cleaning, but it is important to live in a clean environment. I do not like cleaning either, but I still do clean." This is a side story. My kids do not go to the toilets at school. They have trained themselves. They do not go. They wait until they come home from school and they'll go to use the bathroom. So we were having a conversation around this, and I asked them, like, why? Of course, I knew why. I just wanted to hear them say it. So I asked them, like, why don't you go to the bathrooms at school? They informed me that the bathrooms at school were filthy. The floor is always wet and there are, things. So I said, interesting. You know why you like to come home and use the bathroom at home? It's because somebody else cleans it. If we did not make it a priority, me and my husband, to clean the bathroom, you would not want to use the bathroom at home either. We do not want, like cleaning, no, but because we want a clean bathroom, we clean it. So every time I ask them to do something, to clean, and they start with the arguments and the discussions, I'll refer to that conversation. That, remember how you don't like to use the school bathrooms because they are filthy? Their words, not mine. Yes, you like to come home and use the bathrooms at home because we keep them clean. Not that we want to clean them, no, but we keep them clean because we understand how important it is to have a clean bathroom. So you could say something similar, that we want to have things in order, so we keep them in order because it is important to us, not because it is a hobby, we enjoy cleaning so much, no, but because it is important. We choose to have a clean bathroom or kitchen, whatever it is that you ask them to do. They will understand every time I say that. When I ask them to clean, like, we have days when we clean our rooms and stuff. But it is always met, those days are always met with reminders and discussions and arguments. I refer to that conversation about the school bathroom. If we do not clean the bathrooms at home, you will have the same bathrooms at school that they'll be filthy. That is the whole point. And it is surprising. But they understand, and then they'll go grudgingly and do the thing. We acknowledge that they are having difficulty, but we still do the thing. Just because we have difficulty doing something does not mean we don't have to do it. This is just a primitive brain lying to us. So instead of acting with aggression towards them, we can drop into understanding and compassion for them, for their difficulty of doing the said task, but still stand on our feet and say, but you are still going to clean. And they will go and clean, and they will go and do what they said thing. Interesting, right? Instead of viewing your preteen as difficult, consider her as an individual who is struggling with communication barriers. She's going through a hard time, dealing with what is going on in her brain, all these changes, these physiological changes they're going through, dealing with expecting things from other people, like they know they are now stepping into their own autonomy. And then we tell them what to do because they don't know everything, of course, but we tell them what to do and they don't want that. This is just natural. This is just biology. This is just the nature of the brain. So if we look at their actions differently, rather than interpreting them as disrespect, we create a better understanding for them and for us. And I know, like, we have been, at least me, where I come from, there is a lot of emphasis on tough love, and like not being quote unquote soft on the kids and da. But what I have found in my own life is showing patience and kindness and compassion usually works better. It is up to me as a grown-up to be patient and understanding, to go and do my own work, to go and examine what I'm thinking, what I'm believing. That is my job, to go and do my own work. When I do my own work, I'm able to meet my children with understanding and patience. Because when we treat our preteens with care and love, we build trust and respect, which helps us grow our relationships and make them stronger. Thank you for listening. Take care, everyone. Talk to you again next week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Your time means the world to us. If you found this episode valuable, we would be immensely grateful if you could spare a moment to visit Apple Podcasts and share your thoughts through a review. Your feedback plays a vital role in helping fellow moms discover our podcast and enrich their own motherhood experiences. Take care, and bye for now.